This dude hooked us up. Little cookies. There's a massive box of...
This thing's got all types of labels on it.
Did he buy these from like a...
Holy shit.
Like a wholesale, oh my goodness, my man.
There's fruit snacks back there?
Really?
I need to get everything out of here. Because I need to get to the trunk.
Little Jack Links, little snack packs, some waters. People never give waters, you notice that? They're always trying to make us die. Snack packs are always just the best. There's so much stuff, random
stuff. Look at all the stuff in
this.
this. Like random stuff, like Trident.
Oh, Toblerones, little Sour Patch, and some Swedish. Teddy Grahams, Halls, some Monsters, some Celsiuses,
parts.
And then some parts.
Holy shit, this tank's pretty big.
Is this a Cords tank? No, it's LMP.
LMP, yeah.
Yeah, that goes. You know where that goes?
Supposed to go right on the radiator.
It goes like
oh no, yeah, in the front bumper, yeah. Shit, I gotta take the front bumper off this thing, I guess.
I don't know what else is in there, but
Tank looks nice.
Appreciate it. Hoping this thing makes 1,000. That's
daily driver too.
It is his daily, legit daily. It is his daily. So I don't know if you've seen the last video on this. It's basically got full bolt-ons and a ported blower. On 93 only, and I think we made like 780 with it or something. Something I was very impressed with. So now it came back. It's getting a cam, a 2650 meth, and a Cords air intake, and I guess the LMP coolant thing in the front, some other stuff. You'll see. But I'd love to see this thing make close to 1,000. I mean, granted, it's not getting flex fuel, so I'm gonna say 950 plus. On pump and meth, I'd love to see 950 plus, but we'll see. Correction, it is getting flex fuel. So, 1,000. Full box, fruit snacks, super fruit mix, family farmer run. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, Matt's got this thing ripped apart. How much different than a V3? Not a ton?
Nah, it's pretty different.
I remember you said the bumper sucked.
Yeah, bumper is tricky. There's these clips that it clips into the headlight, which is kind of weird. So I had to get behind there like a pick and
push it out or whatever.
Unlatch those. Regular V3s and like 6th gen Camaros, you have to pull the radiator out all together, like radiator,
yeah,
heat exchanger, AC condenser. We bring them out as a whole, mostly because like there's plastic caps that are like all clipped on, and this they made the plastic caps more removable, so you could separate it all.
Does that make it easier?
Yeah. Well, like I'm just gonna this is the trans cooler and the AC condenser. I'm just gonna let both hang in the car, so we're not losing fluid and making a mess. Engine harness is completely different. Just everything.
Yeah, I figured a lot of that stuff was different.
Boxes over here. Both computers, TCM, ECM. Oh, do we need to send TCM out?
I don't know. We'll check. Maybe we did already. I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know if we did both or not. I assume we would have, but I'll check with Bill.
I can look at the tune file.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm pretty much down to, now it's all straightforward. So what I'm used to, but
yeah,
wasn't bad. It's just a ton of stuff.
Yeah, any new car is like, hey, how much can we pack in the engine bay?
Layers on layers on layers of.
Yeah, because in their mind, they're only doing it once.
Yeah.
They don't think about us or think about someone 10 years down the road ripping this thing apart. This thing's going to be exciting.
Is there any big power ones yet?
I was trying to think that yesterday. I don't know if anyone's hit 1,000 yet. I know there's someone else that there's some other shop. I'm not talking shit, but they just have these like $3 dynos and they make a number on it and think it's like impressive when like that thing on a dyno jet or any other normal dyno would dyno 100 wheel less, but we won't get into that. But I think that was also a manual car too, so yeah, I'm not sure. I'll look around. I mean, not that I really care what other people have made or done, but I'd like to make 1,000 with this. Would be pretty cool.
So those injectors are the same size, but you said they're a little bigger, right?
They're a little bigger, 142 pound an hour.
That might help us probably.
Not really, because it's 2 pounds an hour. So the other ones are 140, so like that's literally nothing. Yeah. The Escalade V's are 165s, which if these had 165s in it, it'd be awesome. But my guess is Escalade V is a 165 because it's a 2650 blower stock, whereas opposed to these are still a 1700. But are these injectors skinny like the Escalade V ones? They're not. These are standard like LT4 style.
I woke up this morning and the first thing I thought about was if these heads were gonna fit. And I texted Bill like 7 o'clock this morning. I'm like, are these heads like for this? And but no, they're the same.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's literally Escalade V specific.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Kind of weird. Kind of shitty, actually.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Kind of really, really stupid, actually.
Yeah. It's crazy how far you have to take all this LT shit to get a cam.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
Like, people are like, why is it so much to put a cam in it? Well, you gotta take the whole car apart. That's literally. None of that's any different than LT4 stuff?
Nah.
Besides, trans is a little different because it's 10 speed. I guess some ZL1s.
Yeah.
Stripped. You in love with a stripper, Matt? Not like an actual stripper, just the engine.
Yeah.
Now that it's stripped, although it's no different than anything else we ever do. It's an LT4.
I'm doing some new parts. We've never done that.
We are doing some parts that we've never done, and I guess he bought.
Yeah. I guess I
LME front cover.
Bought the harness and everything over. Little O-ring in there, but I think I'll probably put some RTV on that.
Yeah, I might need a little bit of both.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust this.
And then a little K-Tech pump and R-cam, obviously, but
yeah. And I'm definitely gonna swap this seal for an LS3 seal.
Yeah. I don't know if it's much of an issue as it used to be back in the day now that like everyone knows how to tune these things, but I mean that's what we've been doing for 10 years and never had an issue, so.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel like this. Yeah.
We'll just stick to what we know.
This looks like it's this is just a command.
Yeah, it's just a T4 seal.
Yep.
So, if you wonder why a cam package is so expensive on an LT car, this is literally what you have to do to put a cam in a car. This not like old school LS days. Some wooden dowels, pull the front cover off. Not anymore. This is why it's $5 or $6 grand to put a cam in a car. Butter them up, Matt.
Haven't had a cam shot in a while.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna do one too. So.
That's why we don't get any views anymore.
It's gonna piss everyone off. I'll record all of this up until right when you stick it in, and then we'll just stop.
It's usually when I'm told to stop.
No. Kyle's over there with his fucking speaker on the end of his air. That shit. It's so loud. She's in. She's having a baby.
God, Kyle, shut up. That's nice. Go ahead, just get it done. There she is.
Oh, Matt.
It's stuck. It's stuck to my hand.
Yeah. Starting on the fuel system?
Trying to.
Plan it out?
Yeah, really not sure what I'm going to do yet.
How much different is it than a V3?
Considerably.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like chassis-wise?
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll mount the pump through the floorboard. I've done that once before on a Camaro, when we did that dual pump on that one car.
Oh, you did that on Sledgehammer.
It was. I just wasn't going to say that on camera, but you did. So.
That was years ago. It don't matter. That was
I
fucking years
I
ago.
couldn't remember what the.
Got the flex fuel sensor in and shit.
Yeah, you see that factory install?
Yeah, what's this? Who makes this?
Pretty strong.
Oh.
We've been using those for a couple of years now, but
DSX, I think, actually makes something similar. I think it's shorter, though. Yeah, it looks good.
Well, if it's shorter, I'd like to get some.
Yeah, I think it is shorter. Like, maybe like this big.
I'm gonna start doing the flex fuel sensor here on everything.
Okay. It's just nice and easy, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just have to run a wire to the computer, which is
whatever.
I'm back here with the harness.
Yeah, I
anyway.
was gonna say you gotta. Got the pump mounted.
Yeah, I'm not saying Corvettes, but these things.
Yeah, all ZL1s, Vs. Yeah.
Yeah.
V2. Well, we don't
Pretty
really
much
do.
like any
We don't really do a lot of V2s anymore, but
Camaro body.
I guess we do some. But back together. Oh, he's gonna try and make that line.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's gonna have like an inch between.
That's doable.
That's a short line.
Eric's changing his mind now.
No, I'm not, because the tool's fucking longer.
It's gonna work.
That's a short line.
I specialize in making short things.
It's gonna be close, buddy.
It's gonna be close.
Can you crimp both fittings at once on there? Cord's box fits nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Cords or Cordes. Oh, a nice little air scoop there.
Cordes.
Yeah, it's got a.
That's a lot of people call it Cordes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking ask him right now. I'm gonna message him on Facebook.
So now you're getting the extra syllable too. It's not
Cordis.
Performance Racing. It's Cordis Performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he asked the man himself, and this is.
It's pronounced Cordis.
Cordis. So it's not Cords or Cordes. It's Cordis. I'm just gonna stick with Cords. Cordis Performance.
I wish you never said anything.
Yeah. Really.
It's gonna mess with you now.
Really fucking us up.
Yeah.
Next time Bill's gonna let you want to do a Cords intake on this thing.
And
I'm
gonna be like, give me a quart of air.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you really threw me for a loop.
Wow. I don't think it's gonna.
Fucking dick bag.
Can it not be done?
Oh, it can be done. I just put the collar on upside down.
Huh?
I said I can't see anything with these damn safety glasses on.
Do you always wear safety glasses when you're making fittings?
That's what I was wondering.
I just cut the damn line.
I didn't think about that.
Spoiling my face.
I mean, I've seen you using the fucking mill and Bridgeport over there with no glasses on and using glasses making fittings. I just thought it was a little odd.
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
He got metal in his eye earlier.
The shortest line that can be made on this machine.
Did he do both sides?
Said it couldn't be done.
Look at that. I can tell it's perfect without even you screwing it on, Matt.
You crimped both sides.
He did.
Mini dicks.
Hopefully that thing just don't fucking spring a leak as soon as we fire it up. Can't imagine that would happen, but.
I'm liking that. So that'll come down from the auxiliary pump. Send my return right down there with it, and we'll probably like 120 and follow these heater hoses and come up around into the pump.
Matt's got this thing coming along. Heads and everything back on. Valve covers on. Fuel system done, I believe. You done underneath too, or close?
I need to hook up the return line on the tank.
They're pretty much close to done.
At least you have one made.
He had the catch can mounted. I think he's just doing some stuff with that and putting coils on now, but valve covers look nice.
Pretty, love the color.
Obviously, same color. Yeah, I love this color, especially for a Cadillac. It's just a classy color. I love it. Tank rolls in the front. Dude, I still don't know if there's been one that has made 1,000. I made that.
I don't know if it was Cords or LMPs. One of them went 9.
Cordes, you mean?
Yeah, Cordes.
Cordis.
One of them, there's a 9-second one.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah,
it makes
no,
the
it
power,
definitely didn't make 1,000 going 9. I mean, I would hope it would be faster than high 9s if it made 1,000, but
I can't imagine it much faster.
yeah, they'll go that fast. Basically, bolt on. Not bolt on, but cannon bolt on. Definitely stock blower in the 800 range. Yeah.
I wouldn't know because none of our customers go to the track.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I just
here
called
we
all
go.
all
here
the
we go.
customers that I've done stage 5 for. I'm calling you all out.
You know, if they went to the track and fucking broke, and then there was like 5 broken cars here, you'd be like, fucking pieces of shit, fucking breaking all of them, and then you'd be yelling at them for that.
I don't expect my build to break, Fran.
I mean, I'm not saying anything with stuff that we did, but axles, rears, driveline components, that's the main thing that breaks.
That's just part of what we do.
I mean, I don't disagree, Matt. I also like not having piles of broken cars here that are waiting months for. That Z06 that we just did, the one that Kyle did with the ECS blower and shit on it, that made, oh, however much it made, 9 and some change, he broke the diff in his car. Not at the track, obviously, because it's fucking cold, but, and they're not that easy to get. So that thing's parked for a little bit, he said.
Tell you what, the diff in this thing looks like it's out of a dump truck.
Oh, yeah, it's huge?
Yeah.
What you said? Dump truck. Plenty go to the track, so we know how fast they are. It's not like none of them go to the track, Matt. I go to the track. How's your, how's your race car coming along?
And then there's always a pile of broken shit here when you go.
Yeah, see, exactly. I break enough for all of our customers combined.
I work on cars enough here. I don't need to work on anything at home.
Exactly. Almost wrapped up.
Yeah, you still have to do
Meth, right?
math. I'm gonna figure out how to get
Yeah, Aaron, take your foot.
this Cordes.
Cordis.
Cordis. Damn it.
Yeah, Bill and him keep calling it Cortez.
It just rolls off the tongue easier.
I'm going to label
I'm
this
just thinking
video
myself,
Cordis
podcast.
Performance.
Cordis.
Sorry, Joe. Yeah, you really almost can't even see those valve covers in there.
Yeah. Today's goal was to pretty much have the blower, catch can, pretty like just have nothing but meth left by the time I got here Monday.
All right, Matt, you want to talk to us about this CT5?
Yeah, pretty much getting close to being back together. Just have meth left, and this is Cordis. What is it? Cordis?
Yeah.
Cordis. Cordis Performance 4.5-inch intake they make for just a stock blower. So basically, I had to kind of extend it and get a 45-degree coupler. Basically, rolls in there like that, nice. So, first person to use one on a 2650 car, yeah.
Very nice. Kong throttle body, very nice. Very nice. This car's going to be awesome. Should be on the dyno very soon.
Trying to get the meth tank mounted. The trunk space is considerably smaller than a V3 like we're used to, where we usually would just bolt it in a 6-gen Camaro, pretty much the same, bolt it directly to the floor.
Right.
So the tank doesn't sit quite perfectly flat, so I decided to go ahead use these 3 existing 6mm studs and make a nice plate. So essentially bolt to the trunk and then tank will bolt to the plate, and yeah, it'll sit nice and flat. So get the intake back from powder coat tomorrow. I should have the meth pretty much done today.
You got your meth lines all up.
Nice. Jesus. Just been trying to get this Blackwing buttoned up, our first ever Stage 5 CT5 Blackwing. So it's been a learning curve. A lot of things are different than when I'm, you know, V3s are essentially 6-gen Camaros. I thought this was going to be basically the exact same thing, but a lot of little differences. So it's been fun to have to think about it again, you know, come up with some new stuff. I haven't had to do that in a while, so it's always exciting. Had to make some stuff.
Keeps you on your toes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Coming together really nice though. It's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Not a whole lot of room up front at all.
No.
Less than the V3s up front, you think?
Yeah, definitely. V3's intakes come the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of odd that they did. And Escalade V's are the same, are kind of similar, where like, it just seems they went the opposite direction that they could have with the air boxes and stuff. Kind of weird, but this works. This started out as a Cordis. Fuck, Cordis 4.5-inch intake, just for their standard Blackwing stock blower. And also, we made it work. Those guys make super nice stuff.
I'll talk about this thing in a second. We're going to do a poll. This thing has been giving me a little trouble, but I think we may have gotten it figured out. I've made up tons of pulls off camera. It just made 905. It was the first pull we got the meth. We used the meth. But it made 840 before that on just straight 93. open that door. This thing stinks. We did this car a little while ago. I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. Maybe not even. Full ported blower, full bolt-on deal. I think it made like 770 or 780, something along those lines. Straight 93. He brought it back. We did our chem package, 2650 Maggie, our meth kit, our fuel system, DSX lid, ice tank, flex fuel. That's about it. This is the first cammed 2650 blah blah blah, like basically stage 5 that I've done. So it took me a little bit to figure it out. I kept doing some weird thing. It wouldn't open the throttle at all. It was going to like 30%, just staying there. I think I finally got it all figured out. It just made 904 and 756 on 93 and a little bit of meth. It's only on 15 pounds. We have a smaller pulley to go on. We're gonna try and make 1,000. I don't know if we'll need it, but if we do, it's there. Other than that, I'm gonna make another pull. Try and go from there. Be right back. .905, 740. Added a little bit of timing. Just kind of tweaked some other things. Revved it out a little higher there. 921, 756. 15.5 pounds. I'm gonna let this thing cool. We'll do one more and then we'll throw some meat in it. All right, I never did a final cold pull, fully cold pull I should say, on pump gas. I made 921 or whatever on pump. But then I told Nardi to get E ready and he accidentally dumped it in. No big deal. It's at 42% E right now. I've never done flex fuel on one of these and I don't think anyone else has. I think this is the first one done. So, but it's not really set up that much different than like a V3. The way you set them up is different, but as far as like the ECU and all that stuff, it's not really any different. So I don't see it being an issue, but obviously I'll see what we go. See what we got. Maybe I'll make a full pull. Maybe I won't. .974, 832 torque. I put a little more VHT down and I think that's helping the torque. I think it was spinning on the stock tire yesterday. It wouldn't have picked up, I mean it picked up 50 horsepower, but it wouldn't have picked up 85 torque. It looked like too straight across from me yesterday, which is what made me think it was spinning. So it probably makes like 780 torque in that range. Yeah, 15, that's killer on 15 pounds. We can go a little more E, but not a ton. If you want to dump maybe like 2 more gallons in. Yeah, it's at 43%. I'll try and get it like over 50, like maybe 55 or so. And that's probably about all it'll take. All right, dumped like a couple more gallons of E in it. Just got it cycled around some. So obviously you guys know when I do that, it's not nice and cool because I gotta run it, put some load on it and use some fuel to get it all cycled around. So it's at 50% right now, so we'll see what it does on this, see how much fuel system I got left, high side, and go from there. Obviously it's nice and hot now, so it dropped some, but played with it a little bit. I don't expect it to really make a ton more power. Just trying to see what it'll take and what it'll like warm, and then we'll let it cool down and I'll make a cold pull. .944. I actually didn't even rev it as high as I wanted to, but I just mainly wanted to see if timing and fuel and all that looked good, which it does. So I'm gonna let this thing cool down and we'll be back. Final pull, had to reset the dyno. See if we can break 1,000. If not, I might swap the pulley. I might still swap the pulley. I think we're going to swap the pulley. We'll be back.
Matt, you want to swap this pulley? I knew that.
What do you say?
Yep.
15 ain't cutting it.
Well, there's another one that made a half decent amount of power on a bullshit dyno. But I want to put a real number out there. So I don't want to make like 1,005. Now that's 10 millimeters smaller, so it should pick up like 4 pounds. It should make like 19 pounds. Which in theory, these things are still efficient at that level. It should pick up, I don't want to guess too high, but it should pick up 80. All right, we swapped the pulley. It was 10 millimeters smaller, which should make like 4 more pounds of boost. I took like 3 degrees of timing out of it just to be safe, just because I don't know where boost is going to be. So we'll see what it does, and then I'll go from there. So it picked up like 3 pounds. I pulled a bunch of timing out of it because I didn't know how much boost it was going to make. It looks like it's slipping up top though. I'm going to put some timing in it and I'll make a longer rip. See if it actually does slip or not. So weird, you have to flash these with the key off. You start it with the key on, like start flashing it, and it tells you to turn it off. And then it writes it, and then you turn the key back on and it finishes it. I added 1.5 degrees back in. I took like 3.5 out, so we'll see how it likes the timing like that. The belt's slipping too much. Okay. We'll be right back. We're gonna try and we have a smaller belt, we couldn't get it to fit. We're gonna try. We'll be right back. All right, we got the smaller belt on there. So, now, let's see what we got. I still got some timing to go. Okay.
That's better.
It is?
Still got duty cycle to go.
Probably not. Let me see. Nah, not really. It's about right on the edge.
How much is in it? Like 60?
54.6. Okay, obviously this is nice and heat soaked now because I've made like 6 pulls in a matter of minutes. I'll make this last pull, then we'll let it cool down, and then see what we got. $1,002, 858. Now, we'll let it cool. We'll be back. Okay, we didn't let it cool down a ton. Honestly, like maybe 20 minutes, only because it's about 5 o'clock and we close, so I want to finish it tonight. So, let's see what we got. $1,023, 867 torque on just touched 19 pounds. So on 53% E, pretty stout. That's the record for one of these so far, especially being an auto. I think the only other one that was over 1,000 was a 6-speed car, and it was on like a, I don't like to talk shit on other dynos, but it was on a Dyno-Com or something, and we'll just leave it at that. Either way, that's stout for this thing. I'm gonna do some trans pulls. Be right back. It's probably gonna spin, but we'll see. I mean, I do dyno pulls in 6 gears, so I'll try and do a 4 is even gonna spin. I'll try and do just a 5-6 first. But I think 4 will definitely spin. It's got stock tire on it. I'll do a 5, 6, 7. I just won't run it all the way through 7 because I'm not trying to go 200 miles an hour. Rowdy. That's it for this. Track's not open because it's 30 degrees outside, but as soon as this track opens, we'll see if this customer wants to take it to the track and see how she do. Send us your CT5s, bro. These things are super cool. Thank you. About to go drive this Stage 5 CT5-V. Just wanted to say one thing that I'm not sure if I'll ever get used to on these like new Cadillacs. Like the Escalade V is the same way. It's like when you go to put it in reverse, you have to hit the button and push the thing forward. And that is, I'm just not sure I'll get used to that. A couple times I've got in this thing and pulled it back, like you pull it one back, like thinking I'm gonna go in reverse, and I like let go of the brake and I drive forward. Just going for a drive in this thing before the customer picks it up is not gonna do anything because it is like 35 degrees outside and it is on a stock tire. So obviously I'm not gonna rip on this thing because it's not gonna do anything. So just going for a normal cruise in this thing, making sure everything drives good. Oh my goodness, there's traffic everywhere. All right, I'll turn this back on after I get through this accident. I can see the sirens up there, so it's not very long traffic. I'm an idiot and forgot to completely turn on this camera as I'm driving it. I was literally just like enjoying it. I'm like, yo, this thing's really nice. It drives like just about stock. So yeah, I went down to my normal little route, pulled over. Not that I could really do any pulls, but I'm in 6th at 40 and I was like rolling into it. And obviously it's not gonna spin like that because it's at like 3,000 RPM in such a high gear, but it's nice. These things have factory wideband, so I can check wideband and, you know, do all that stuff. But man, this thing drives like, you would be hard to tell, very, very hard to tell if this thing even had a cam, let alone made 1,000 horsepower. Even when it's in like V mode and the exhaust is open, it's still fairly quiet. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear it now, but I'll close it. Let me see. I guess you could just, like, I don't even know if you can tell a difference. You can tell, obviously, I can tell a difference, but it's still very quiet in the car by itself, even with the exhaust open, that I don't know if the GoPro will pick up the difference. I mean, I drove this thing before when we did it, and whenever it made like just under 800, and obviously that just drove like stock too, because it was headers and a ported blower, stock air intake and all that stuff. So, you know, now we obviously changed, you know, a cam and blower and air intake and, you know, other things. But dude, I don't know if the GoPro will pick up. Like, this is what I was sitting in. It looks like someone went like around the on-ramp and must have like spun out somehow. I'm not sure, because it's the middle of the day, sunny and completely dry. I'm not sure how that happened, but that's, so the on-ramp is like blocked off. That's why there's like 15 cops there, because they had to divert traffic. Anyway, you know, like I said, it's not too much different than a V3. So obviously, you know, or any other LT4, I should say, ZL1, whatever. So obviously we have tons and tons of experience doing them engine-wise. So really just the tuning was the difficult part. And once I figured that out, actually these things are kind of nicer. Like I said, they got a factory wideband and all that stuff in it. So it makes them easy. I've been contemplating, do I want to get rid of my V3 and get into one of these? I just don't know if I want to take that step. You know, I got a Vector Blue V3, which is one of, I think, 49, or maybe one of 51, something, one of those two numbers. And I don't really know if I like these things are really, they're that much different than my car to justify getting rid of mine to buy one of these. But the interior wise and everything obviously is significantly better. But my problem is I don't really drive my car that much at all. So would it be worth, you know, another, I don't know, depending on what I could sell my car and buy one of these for? Depending on the options of these, I mean, they're 130-ish. I mean, you can buy some of them for 80, but just like the V3, it all depends on options. But as far as this thing goes in this car, really, really impressed with this. I think the customer will be super, super happy with this thing. It's got 52% E in it right now. He didn't really care about the flex fuel because he's like, dude, I don't have E anywhere by me. We wanted to do it for a number, see what it would do, and go from there. That's about it. If you got a Blackwing and you're trying to make some more power, we got these things figured out. That's about it. Not too many people are going, you know, into these things like this. You know, I think there's only maybe a couple out there with cams and 2650s, if any, like that. So let us know. This is basically our stage 5 package, which is similar to our ZL1 and our V3 stage 5. Stage 4 would basically be exactly like this, but with a stock ported blower. Probably make, I don't know, we generally say 850 to 900. The CT5 seem to be making a little more, so you can probably just call it 900 to be safe with an auto. You know, call it 900 with both, give or take. But either way, solid packages. We're working on getting them on the website now, but if you got any questions, you can look at our V3 stuff. It's very similar. Pricing will just be a little bit more because of certain things on this, and then the tuning is a lot more. Not a lot more, but the price between the CT5s and the V3 stuff, if I had to guess, would be a couple $1,000 difference. But let us know later.